Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Gonna be a cold one here in KC. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time, 23 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Broncos.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's Harvey, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
2nd and 10. On the zone read, this is Nix.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Throwing is Nix, and that is incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25. to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it, second down and 2. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
3rd and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead.
Chiefs 7, Broncos 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the second time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, here's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They send Sutton in motion. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Mims sent in motion here. They'll try to run here with Harvey. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
That's good for a Broncos.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back, Mike. There's a fine line between hitting that full speed, but also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Chiefs going to call the 1st of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. first down, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice.
Complete to Rashid Rice. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
26-yard line.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs go out to a 10-3 lead.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier And he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs move out in front by the score of 17-3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
It's a gain of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
That's into the hands of the fullback. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Broncos. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll pick up 23 on that one, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.